Welcome to Reef Diary, day 19. So today I worked on the frag tank, cleaning it up because it needed it. I took the frag racks out, cleaned them up really good, put everything back into place, cleaned the glass as best I could, and dealt with the protein skimmer. As you knew from last week, this tank also went through the RedCyano treatment, and that protein skimmer as well had to be got under control. So I shot some video of how I solved that one, which is different because this collection cup doesn't have a drain. So here we go again with trying to get a skimmer under control. Since this skimmer doesn't have a drain on it, and I really don't want to put a hole in it and make a drain, I can take a turkey baster to remove some fluid and then dump it in a nearby bucket. And it seems like the skimmer is actually not going too horribly crazy. This may not be the ordeal that the other skimmer was. I decided to try something a little bit easier. This has worked out quite nicely. There's about just over a gallon has been exported from the collection cup thus far, and the siphon just continues to work for now, and I'm hoping it'll work all the way until it settles down completely. So this may be finished up in about, I don't know, less than an hour. Well, that actually took much longer than I expected. It took about 2 hours, and it drained about 4 gallons of watery skimmate until the protein skimmer was back under control. The update on the Reef is that the alkalinity continues to rise rather than come down, even though I slowed the output of the Versa pump. So I expected it to decline, but because the corals are so angry, they're not absorbing any alkalinity, and so the number continues to rise higher. So if I had left it alone and ignored it, I'd have a worse problem than I do right now. So I had adjusted the doser again this afternoon to a slower rate, and then after giving it some more thought, I decided, you know what, I'm just going to turn off that doser entirely for the next 12 hours and not let any effluent from the calcium reactor get into the system. That gives the tank a chance for the alkalinity to hopefully come down some. I'll obviously measure it when I get up in the morning to allow the flow through the calcium reactor to resume. That is the best bet because, another friend, Jason, chimed in and he said, oh, I remember when I had my phosphates and nitrates come down, but my alkalinity was high, all my Montipora closed up, and that's exactly what my tank is doing. Most all of my Montipora is either closed up or is dying, and there's nothing you can do to stop that at this point. Just kind of hope for the best to see what survives. Acropora-wise, things are doing well, anemones are doing fine, gorgonians fine. The leather coral's closed up, but that could be unrelated. That could actually be a shedding thing. Who knows? But I'm just going to keep my eyes on things and keep measuring a lot to see where the numbers are, just to track. And hopefully we'll get this tank back on track and move forward. So let me feed the fish. And the only other thing I did today besides work on this was clean the glass on the big tank like I do almost every single day. And I hope you guys have a nice night, and I will see you again tomorrow with another episode of the Reef Diary.